So I'm with the team from Central New Mexico Community College in Albuquerque, and they are one of the competing teams at the 2016 NSPS student competition, and I have three of the team members here. So let me ask them to introduce themselves to you and tell you where they're from.
Hi, I'm Antonio Arreguin. I am from Gallup, New Mexico. That's where I was born and raised. I go to school in Albuquerque at CNM. This is hopefully my last semester there. I hope to transfer to New Mexico State University, where I will graduate with my bachelor's. After I graduate, hopefully I can find a job right away. Currently I work for an engineering and surveying firm in Gallup, New Mexico. It's called DePauli Engineering, and they're very helpful. They've really paved the way for me to actually get into surveying, so I'm very grateful about that.
My name is Dustin Cooper. I'm also from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've been in school for about a year and a half. I currently work for a surveying company out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. My boss just so happens to be my dad. It's just the two of us that worked there. It's a really small company. After I graduate, I hope to take over the company and be a third-generation surveyor.
My name is James Allison. I'm also from Albuquerque. I enrolled in CNM initially as a student of Geographic Information Systems. It was subsequently further on that I gained an interest and began taking courses in surveying. All my coursework in GIS is completed at this point, and I should be completed with surveying as is currently set this summer. However, we have new courses that are coming into play in the not too distant future, so I plan on sticking around to take those. I've also attained work this coming summer with the Bureau of Land Management, so.
Thank you. Tell me a little bit about this project. What kind of a tract is it that you surveyed?
Okay, so, we had a couple options, and we decided to travel up to Santa Fe. We actually had to travel about an hour every time we went up. The reason that we picked this site was because it was large enough. There was right-of-way that was to the north of it. And there's plenty of topographical information that we picked up. So that also helped us with the topography, and that's how we also came up with the slope analysis. That way, for future development and whatnot. But it was a good site to pick.
So how many members are in your team? Is this the whole team, or did some?
There was originally 6 members. 2 of them left for whatever reason. 3 of us could make the trip, and the 4th team member couldn't make it.
And so did you all have different tasks on this project?
We did. We each took turns running the GPS and getting familiar with the equipment. James is our GIS guy, so that was his department. Antonio, he's really good with the computer, and he put all the PowerPoints together. I have a stronger background in drafting, so I did most of the drafting. The 2 guys that left the team, they still had small parts in the beginning.
And the 4th member of your team who didn't make it up here?
He's also got a background in GIS, so him and James worked together.
So did you have a team leader? How did you organize yourselves?
I don't think we had a student team leader per se. We pretty much came together independently under the supervision of our instructor.
So there was like a mind meld between the students, it looks like.
Yeah, as we've explained, each student had a specific historical skill set, some in GIS, some in surveying, and we were able to successfully bring all that together into one package, which I believe was very successful.
And what do you think was the most challenging part of this project? You can include the oral presentation today.
I guess oral presentation, of course. You don't learn how to speak and present a project like this in school. But probably getting out to the actual site, driving out there and finding the time to work together to be out there, that was probably the hardest part.
What do you think?
I agree with Antonio. The coordinating of all the team members to drive an hour north, to find a full day, actually a full 3 days, where it all worked out for everybody.
I would say the actual presentation was probably the most difficult part, in that in either GIS or surveying, you're mostly behind the scenes, so to speak. this kind of brings a new vantage point for each of us, and that can be very challenging when it's not something you're typically accustomed to.
That's right, because it's a little known fact, because most surveyors keep it under the rug, but surveyors do get into positions where they have to make presentations to clients or government officials and so forth, maybe even the public sometimes, maybe for a rezoning or something like that.
Definitely a learning experience.
So thank you very much for the interview. Congratulations, even though they haven't announced the winners, because just making it this far, putting this much effort into it, and just having the guts to do this and to be willing to stand up there in front of all the other competitors and the judges is pretty fantastic. So you deserve a lot of congratulations for that.
This is just the beginning. When we get back, we have to present in front of a bunch of surveyors from New Mexico. So
awesome.
This is just the warm-up.
So this is just your rehearsal.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Good luck with that.
Thank you.